Hi YouTube. What up? All right. Look, check this shit out.
What your purpose is.
Look at just like right above this dude's head and like the background all around the dude's head area, and just trip on that for a little bit.
The way you need to find your purpose is look within. Like trust the force, Luke. Look with.
What I want you to notice is how it dances and moves about to the beat of his energy and what he's saying.
Within. That doesn't work. I tried that a lot of times. Look within. All I saw was a bunch of confusion. You can't tell you what your purpose is because you didn't make you. Does that make sense? Only your creator can tell you what your purpose is. You can't tell yourself because you weren't alive when.
Are you seeing this or not? Are you seeing this? This isn't a green screen behind him. This this guy is just I guess anointed or something. Like you know how in old artwork they show halos around certain people. Like, I think if you were going to, if back in the day they were gonna paint this guy with that kind of artwork, they would draw a halo around him to represent this same thing that I'm pointing out. It's like it's the proof that he's anointed or whatever. Like his enlightenment is shining. He's got the shining, I guess, because there's shimmering all around him.
Whoever thought you up.
Like, did you see all that? That was intense. But what would cause that? Just pay real close attention to all this area around here, around his head.
Reading a book. You can't find it. A lot of people say, well, the way you need to find your purpose is look within. Like trust the force, Luke. Look within. That doesn't work. I tried that a lot of times. Look within. All I saw was a bunch of confusion.
Is it not obvious how brightly this guy's soul is radiating out his body? It's not just body heat. It's like, that's a possible explanation. It might explain some of what we're seeing, but not all of what we're seeing. Like, the body heat wouldn't react more intensely to his thoughts and his gestures. The body heat would radiate pretty much identically the whole way through. This stuff is dancing along to his gestures and his exclamations and emphatic just his it's obviously his consciousness that's causing it to dance in the way it does.
You can't tell you what your purpose is because you didn't make you. Does that make sense?
Now, are you seeing any of that activity happening elsewhere in the background? Or, it seems to be centered pretty much right above his head.
Only your creator can tell you what your purpose is. You can't tell yourself because you weren't alive when
Okay, now somehow my first channel mysteriously got deleted, got whacked. And I don't have time to be upset about that, but that happened, and no, I didn't do it. And so obviously there was someone with malicious motive to want to erase that record for whatever reason. It wasn't a good reason, I can tell you that. But if any of you remember my video, Where's My Sister? The Mandela Effect, Where's My Sister? And then how the background was warping around me in that video. Like, that's what I'm noticing on this guy to a much smaller scale, but it's still there. It's still obvious. So just in case you aren't able to see any of that around me right now, don't worry about it. I had that in spades not too long ago. But I'm pretty sure that's what the artwork that showed halos was depicting. That phenomenon is pretty much what that is. And I don't know much more than I've said about that. I don't. It's still a phenomenon that's interesting and mysterious to me. But that I'm pretty sure I'm in the right track there. That's what they were depicting, is that shimmering thing that I'm noticing here. Let me know what you think down below. And no, never mind. Let me think about something else. There's probably some more shit I want to get off my chest. Well, okay. How about this? Let me just show you something real quick. This is not going to go over too well. I already know that, but it's an important point to make. As crass as it might be, I got to make this point. Alright, so if you go to Google and type in like something like, best looking men, right, in Google Images, and then you take a little gander here. It's like yeah, not too shabby, right? Those are some stud mufferonis, right? But where's the one that's better than me? There's some that are like equal, but none better. There's better bodies, there's better, like specific stuff, but when it comes to all around package, I can't locate one that really strikes me as head and shoulders above me. So, it's safe to assume I'm pretty firmly planted right there at the top of the totem pole. Right? Like, if not, like, please explain to me why it's so hard for me to find the guy above me on the totem pole.